Dear friends, in last session we have learned about overview of research process. In today's session, let me discuss about review of literature. It is the second step of research process, and while explaining research process, I told you that review of literature will be explained in next upcoming session. Yes, today I am going to discuss about review of literature in detail. To know the concept of review of literature, watch and listen the lecture till end of this video, and do not forget to subscribe the channel, like, share and comment on the video. Friends, welcome to Channagiri's Nursing Education Tutorials. Let us discuss about review of literature. Review of literature is a lengthy topic, and here I am going to divide the sessions review of literature part 1, part 2 and part 3. In part 1, we'll discuss regarding meaning, definition, importance and purposes of review of literature. In part 2, we'll discuss regarding sources, that is electronic and printed sources, and steps of review of literature. And in part 3, we'll discuss about preparation of written literature. Let us begin with the first session, that is review of literature part 1. Let us understand what is review of literature. Review of literature is one of the most important steps in the research process. It is an account of what is already known about a particular phenomena. Means, here if you want to do any study on a particular phenomena, then you need to have some knowledge about that. And that knowledge you will get it by reviewing the previous studies done on that particular phenomena. For example, suppose you decided to cook the pizza but you don't know how to cook it. Then what you will do? You go for collecting the materials regarding recipe of pizza. You search books, videos, or you ask somebody who knows cooking of pizza. This is termed as reviewing of the literature about pizza cooking. Yes or no? Then the main purpose of literature review is to convey to the readers about the work already done and the knowledge and ideas that have been already established on a particular topic of research. Yes, the research means discovering new knowledge or modifying existing knowledge about phenomena. If you do the same thing already done on the phenomena becomes useless. So literature review help us to avoid such kind of duplication. Then the literature review is laborious task, but it is essential if the research process is to be successful. Means you need to work hard to get literatures, means you need to go for libraries, search the various publications and books, collect the online data, visit the various websites, etc. So it is kind of labor work, but it is essential work. Every investigator must do it. I hope all of you have understood the meaning of review of literature. Next we will see the definition of review of literature. The Queensland University in 1999 defined review of literature as a literature review is an evaluative report of information found in the literature related to selected area of study. The review describes, summarizes, evaluates and clarifies the literature. It gives a theoretical base for the research and helps to determine the nature of research. Here we will see one more definition given by the University of Toronto in 2001. The University of Toronto in 2001 defined review of literature, that is, a literature review is an account of what has been already established or published on a particular research topic by accredited scholars and researchers. Friends, I have already explained the important points covered in these two definitions. So next we will discuss the importance of review of literature. Review of literature help us to identification of research problem and development or refinement of a research questions. It helps us to generation of useful research questions or projects activities for the discipline. Orientation to what is known and what is unknown about an area, if inquiry or to ascertain what research can best contribute to the knowledge. It helps in determination of any gaps or inconsistencies in a body of knowledge. It also helps in discovery of unanswered questions about subjects, concepts, problems. It helps us in determination of a need to replicate our prior study in different study settings or different samples or size or different study populations. Next, it helps in identification of relevant theoretical or conceptual framework for research problems. It helps in identification or development of new or refined clinical interventions to test through empirical research. It also helps in description of the strengths and weakness of design, methods of inquiry, and instruments used in earlier research work. It also helps in development of hypotheses to be tested in a research study. It helps in planning the methodology of the present research study. It also helps in development of research instruments. It also helps in identification of suitable design and data collection methods for a research study. It assists in interpreting study findings and in developing implications and recommendations. Friends, this is about importance of review of literature. Next, we will see the purpose of review of literature. The main purpose of review of literature is to convey the reader about previous knowledge and facts established on a topic and their strength and weakness. The literature review allows the reader to be updated with the state of research in a field and any contradictions that may exist with challenges, findings of other research studies. It helps to develop research investigative tools and to improve research methodologies. It also provides the knowledge about the problems faced by the previous researcher while conducting same study. Not only this, besides of enhancing researchers' knowledge about the topic, writing a literature review helps to place each in the context of its contribution to the understanding of subject under review. Describe the relationship of each study to other research studies under consideration. Identify areas of prior scholarship to prevent duplication of efforts. Point a way forward for further research. See what has and has not been investigated. Develop general explanation for observed variations in a behavior or phenomena. Identify potential relationship between concepts and to identify researchable hypotheses. To learn how others have defined and measured the key concepts. Identify data sources that other researchers have used. Develop alternative research projects. Discover how a research project is related to the work of others. Place one's original work, that is, in case of thesis or dissertation, context of the existing literature. So friends, these are the main purposes of review of literature, and this is about meaning, definition, importance and purposes of review of literature. In next session, I will deal with review of literature part 2, that is sources of review of literature. Till that time, take care and thank you for watching and listening the video. Thank you.